Woo! Oh, bit early. Oh. Woohoo! Hello everyone and welcome to my messy shed. My name is Rob the Rich, I am the Manic Gaming Guy. Today we're going to be taking a look at Binky, the project mini car that's been done by Bad Obsession. Go look at the YouTube channel, it's very, very well done. Super detail, super cool car, super mad idea. Love it. I have given it a go at trying to put it through automation so we can have a go at it in BeamNG. It's gone mostly successful. It's definitely a beautiful car to look at. I've got most of the details in. Planning to add some more at some point to get the interior up to shape. Apart from that, the car's pretty spot on. Well, you'll see soon when we go through the video. So I'll catch you then. And to kick this car off, we are going to be looking at the engine. Binky, the classic Mini with a 2-litre Sierra GT4 engine, that is. Sierra, that's it, my English has gone out the window already. The Sierra engine, I'm just going to call it a GT4 engine. The GT4 engine is an inline-4 cast iron, dual overhead cam, 16 valves, aluminium. If you know any of these stats to be wrong, or you know that the lads over at Bad Obsession have changed them, because I know they've tore this engine down to the bare minimum and rebuilt it from scratch. So I do wonder if they've improved some of the parts. It's quite a long time ago they did it and I don't remember. So yeah, if you remember, please let me know if anything needs changing and I will go back into it and I will change it. So I want this car to be as pretty spot on as possible. As you can see, my engine is pushing out 325 brake horsepower at 6,500 revs. I think anything more, it just tends to blow up. So yeah, interesting. I've got my turbo coming in at just after 2,500. And yeah, so the best place to change your gearing ratio, probably like anywhere from 6.3 up to... Wait, what? Oh, I get you. Sorry, when I said 6,500 revs, that's when the peak power comes in. This car revs up to a crazy almost 9,000 revs. I would call it 9,000 revs, so that's a lot of revage. And yeah, the peak power tends to sit there for quite a while, so you've got plenty of gear changing time. This okay. The crank forged steel. I put lightweight forged cam rods in. I always get a message while recording these things. Why do I do that to myself? Pistons, I put lightweight in, and I put a balancing shaft in because it wasn't happy without it. So I did that. Compression is 9:1. That's what the Wikipedia told me to do. Cam profile and springs and lifters. I always tune that myself using this graph. So they will not be exactly what the Mini's got. I'm pretty sure there is no variable valve timing, but please let me know. There should be, but I don't think there is on this engine. There we go, 9,000 revs per minute. Looking good. Turbocharge. We only got one turbocharge. I put Smart Boost on because they have rebuilt the engine, so I imagine they put some new parts on. Intercooler, yeah, variable geometry and ball bearings. I put a 65mm turbo on. If that's different, please let me know because I don't know what size turbo they put on. It's injection, direct injection per cylinder. I'm pretty sure most of that's right. It might be multi-point EFI because of the age of the car. I reckon that's probably more like it. Intake, I put a race one on. It runs a premium. So I do wonder if they made it ethanol. I don't think they did. I'm pretty sure they kept it petrol. So I imagine that's about right. The fuel map is just so that it reads like that and doesn't waste any fuel. Tubular race headers, yeah, header size, and I just put it straight through. Why not? No bypass valve for some reason, but I imagine they didn't bother putting one on anyway. And yeah, so that's probably the main engine. Got it looking like this. There we go. Very nice, very pretty. Yeah, I don't think we need to hear it because I'm going to take it for a drive later and then we'll get to see it then. But if we want to have a quick look at the stats down here that we managed to get, 70.6 throttle response. That's one of the things I tend to try and look out for. Try and keep that nice and high. Good amount of revs. Good amount of brake horsepower equal to the torque. Yeah, I'm happy. So if you're lucky enough, you would have seen the video I've already posted of the time lapse of this car being made. I do think what a beautiful amount of detail went in. It's got the right headlights. The indicators are about right. It's got the grills right, even though they're not spaced out properly anymore. I'm sure I had that spaced out properly. I don't know what's happened there. Yeah, I even added a little bit of detail underneath this. I saw these holes. Don't know what they're for, but I put them in. And yeah, looks good. I got their logo thingamabob on the roof, which needs a bit of a tidy up by the looks of it. Got a bit of a line there. I gave up on the roof a little bit because doing these corner bits was a pain. Devs, if you see my videos, please add a paintbrush. I don't know why everything's got to be a final stick-on thing. Why can't we spray body panels or, you know, do things like that? I don't know. It'd be nice to be able to paint differently on the cars. Because you imagine the Kaviti signs and all the sort of amazing pimp work people will be doing. More collabs, more collaborations. Because I could build this car and send it to an artist who can then paint it for me. The wheels are right, very nice. The tail lights were quite tricky to make because they do stick out. But the body of this Mini, I'm guessing, is not as accurate as it could be. Because it didn't quite come out perfect, but I'm happy enough. I think we did okay. And I couldn't find the right handle, so that looks a bit weird. Interior. Jeez, yeah, let's have an F in the chat for my bad vocabulary. It's not fully finished. I just got the basics in. It's quite tricky to build this dash. I thought it was just going to be a simple center dial as it normally has. But no, they've got 3 gauges. I don't know what the 3rd gauge is for. Is it meant to be a clock? I don't know. I put it as a boost gauge. But yeah, it's looking, you know, it's mostly there, the interior. It's mostly there. But I like it. I love this car. It's so good. So let's move on to the next bits. Drivetrain. All-wheel drive, of course, manual, 5-speed. It does 175 miles per hour. It can do 211 apparently, but I'm keeping it 105. 0 to 60, 2 miles per hour is done in 3 seconds, which is darn rapid. Rapid enough. I've got a geared LSD in. I'm guessing they've got some sort of LSD in there. So that's what I've put in. The power distribution is 66 to the rear. So I think it works pretty fine. I imagine they might have something different. We have... Oh, sorry, I'm confused. Why do I have so much understeer now? What's changed? Something's happened. What's changed? I don't get it. What has changed? They're meant to be alloy. Why is it now understeering? It wasn't understeering before. I've accidentally changed something. What have I accidentally changed? So that's freaking me out now. Sorry, the steering was perfect. Looks like the wheels have come back in a little bit. That's odd. I will fix that for when I take it for a test spin. But for now, we'll keep going. I put semi-slicks on. 155s in the front. 205s in the back. Something has gone wrong. I don't know what it is, ladies and gentlemen. But since I've now uploaded this car into this, something has gone wrong. Because I had 10-inch wheels, which I think is like 215s or something. And for some reason, it's changed it. Don't know why. Don't know why, but I need to change that back. Brake force is going to be ceramics all around just because I was getting so much brake fade. I had to put ceramics on, even though it probably should be vented. Ignore the graph because that's going to be wrong now because the wheels are wrong. So is the aero. That will probably be wrong. Actually, no, the aero is probably about right. Imagine that's still as it was. So I'll leave that as it is. Interior shouldn't have 2 seats in the back. I don't know why that's a thing. Basic. They did it all themselves. I put 10 quality to make it a bit lighter. even though I probably should put it -10 because of the amount of brackets the guys put on the car. Safety, I put launch control and stuff like that on just so I can turn it off. If you put none on there, you either put it in sports or comfortable. And I thought I will change it and have it as launch control instead. Safety, it's a classic Mini, it's old, there's barely any safety. So I've put that as it is, weight left as it is. If I throw that to the front, I didn't realise what it was doing. It's actually moving the engine forward. Look, watch. I did not realise that. So, yeah, the engine is going to stay where it is. Right, in suspension, obviously, that's all wrong. I'm going to leave this as it is because I'm pretty sure this was dialed in perfectly. I just needed to sort out the wheel size. I don't know really what's going on there. So let me get that sorted out, and then we'll also send it around the test track because that's always a beautiful thing to do. I just want to see how much this car weighs. Yeah, 900 kilograms. Woo! I'm guessing most of that's the engine because they didn't weigh that much originally. I do love this car. It's such a cool looking car. Anyway, let me try and fix the wheels, and let me try and fix... What else was broken? No, we're going to fix the wheels and then send it on the test track. So hold on a sec. There we go. I fixed my steering. Right, the problem I had, in case you ever come up with it yourself, is I changed my body chassis so it would be wider. But the problem with that is the wheels will never go further than the edge of the car, so the wheel well. And then that will affect the stats here. So if the wheel can't go further than it, and if the chassis is further closer to the side of the wall of the car, and then you'll get the problem of the wheel will not be able to be very wide at all. So if you want to put really wide wheels on, I guess you shrink your chassis down to nothing. So it's literally the same size as your, same size. I don't know. That's the middle of this. And then you can have wide as wheels as you want. Ridiculously wide wheels. But yeah, without that, you have to put up with thin wheels. The only reason I made this chassis wider is because you look in the bonnet. That's not right. This needs to be a bit more over. And also, when you take the body off, their chassis wall things don't actually go up to the wall of the body. So that's annoying. And look, it's come in now. It's a lot more in than I had it originally. So obviously I broke the game a little bit the first time round, building it. And then when I reloaded the game, it's decided to do its own thing and sort itself out. And change all my stats. So that happened. So what we're going to do now is send it around the test track. I would love it if you can actually watch the car go round. But you can't. So let's see how fast it does. Goes around my test track in 2 minutes and 2 seconds. That seems pretty average. I thought it would be a bit faster than that, considering its steering's fine and all this. But I suppose it only gets 1.26 Gs in the corners. So that will probably be what's slowing it down. It's the amount of Gs you can get in the corners. And the way to improve that is by putting some maybe wider wheels on. But we can't put wider wheels on because the game likes to freak out. So we are at what we are. I did want 250 because I think that's 10 inches would be 250, and yeah, that would have been more than ideal because I think they have got 13-inch rims on by 10-inch wide. So yeah, I believe that's what they got anyway. It could be, I'm pretty sure it's definitely 13-inch, but maybe not as wide. And a pretty good replica of the wheels. I did want 4 studs rather than a center pin stud thing, but it will do. It will do the job. What I'm going to do now is export this car and take it over to BeamNG, and we shall see how she handles. But before we take it for a drive, let's have a little time lapse of the detailing. So that was some epic styling. I do think so myself. It took me about 3 hours to get to that stage, and I reckon I've got about another 3 more hours in me to get it finished. But we'll save that for another time. For now, we're going to take it for a spin. Right. Okay, I'm having a bit of trouble with my mic stand, so I'm sorry if my voice drops out. But it's a bit wobbly. So that's the engine. Very good. I've got them in relative, aren't I? So yeah, that's the engine. I probably should take this away, shouldn't I? Oh well. Yeah, I will. We'll take this away quickly. So we can see the engine in its beautiful glory. There we go. Okay, this car is fast. It's very nice. Oh, I did want to say one thing. If you know what sort of suspension running gears this car has, please let me know. I got what was it? Independent torsion beam things. I know before that, I think it was like some rubber bits. No, I mean springs or shocks, just some hard rubber. I don't think that's what we're having this one because it is all-wheel drive. Obviously, it's Binky's version. So I think it will be single torsion beams and shocks. So yeah, if you know anything about that, let me know. But anyway, apart from that, I wasn't even doing anything. I think you either got to go foot to the pedal, and, you know, really throw yourself into things, or just go really slow. And I don't want to go slow. I want to go fast. Like that original drift we did in the first, second corner, or whatever it was. That was amazing. Jeez, I'm tensing so much trying to drive this car. It's hard. Okay, we made it here. Amazing driving skills somehow. Getting lots of slip in the wheel. I honestly don't think BeamNG knows what to do when the car's tripod, and I think that's one of the problems, because it handles fine until that rear wheel starts lifting up, and then it just goes crazy on me. So I might have to change the suspension to stop it from tripoding, even though tripoding is pretty darn cool. Oh, we're getting somewhere. That's most of the tight corners out of the way. No! Go right. Keep it straight, keep it straight. It is fast. You know, we're hitting over 100 miles an hour. No. Okay. Let's try and get round in a beautiful manner, and I'll let you watch a cinematic video of it. So hold tight and wish me luck. So there you have it. That was the Project Binky car from the YouTube channel Bad Obsession. It's been a delight to make it, and I can't wait to finish it. If you have any information on the stats of the car or anything I got wrong, please let me know in the comments and I will be happy to change them. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one.